Hello, be very welcome to As Above So Below. With no further ado, I welcome you guys and let's jump right into what brought us here. That is to make a reaction, make a react. I'm not a fan of react videos. I'm pretty, critical concerning this because I think it just adds more of the noise that we usually have on the web. But because I only saw one guy doing this and I found his perspective quite interesting, and it was about White Lotus and a scene from the series. I never watched the series either because I'm much more a fan of movies, and I'm a movie maker, illustrator, and photograph. Besides doing photographer, besides being a mystic. And for me, all forms of creation, all forms of art are really interesting. So I decided to be inspired by that guy. I don't know his name because there are not many guys, reading tarot online, but I'm going to try to figure out his name and thank him and put the link on the description box, thanking him and kind of like, giving him some kudos for the inspiration, because I don't like reacts. But because tarot is something that usually is distorted in some way, or people have some kind of prejudice attached to it, I'm going to do it concerning movies. And each time I'm going to do a react, I'm going to do a react of 3 scenes in movies of different, spans of time, of different eras and genres, and it's going to all be concerned with divinatory art. So I hope you'll be interested, because this is my perspective. I'm going to, I cannot stress that enough. It's my perspective, and I'm going to give my opinion because I know it. I thought it would be interesting. My sister, many kisses to you, Anna, said once upon a time, she said that it would be fun for me to do something of this sort. So I'm going to try it. Okay, so with no further ado, I've chosen one I think is one of the most brilliant scenes, and she doesn't talk almost anything to nothing. This is Marlene Dietrich, Lily Marlene, in Touch of Evil, by the amazing, the fabulous, the really difficult to deal with Orson Welles. His love for movies, he was a Taurian. He was really this kind of really fixed. It was the true meaning of fixed sign, if you want to search for one. And we're going to watch a little piece of this movie called Touch of Evil. This is during the silver screen era. No, it's post silver screen. I think it's from the 50s, early 50s. Let's see. Let's watch a little bit of it, and I'm going to show you side by side my the clip. Just a second, and it's rolling. I'm going to pause it whenever I want. Okay. What's my fortune?
You've been reading the cards, haven't you?
I've been doing the accounts.
Okay, so I'm not going to be a spoiler for this movie, but the ambience, the environment where she's in, it's quite dubious. And I think sometimes movies that are connected, or they chose to put a tarot reader or someone that is connected to the occult, usually is a femme fatale, or someone that is it is an outcast of some sort, a misfit. And usually the tarot says nothing. It's just an outlet. It's just like a prop, to show you some kind of insight about a character. And I think it's pretty obvious that this guy is not doing well, and what she answers him is priceless. Okay.
You've been reading the cards, haven't you?
Okay, just let back up a little bit. Read my future for me. And he has, I never noticed it, but I think he has a King of Swords. He has a Two of Cups. he has a Two of Cups and a Queen of, I don't know, that Swords of Wands, and he has the Wheel of Fortune. But the Wheel of Fortune is, right above the Queen, and even if it's desire or a breakdown in communication, it's it's pretty it's pretty revealing, nevertheless. Because usually justice and the Wheel of Fortune for me are really connected to fate, or of some sorts, um, karma, Saturn, things that you haven't learned from, or you're going to feel a change that is destined to happen. Let's see what happens. And then you have the, I think that's a pentacle, and yeah, that's a knight of pentacles and a knight of wands, I guess, on the top.
You haven't got any.
You haven't got any.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Your future is all used up.
Your future is all used up. I think it was by chance, but I think if you see any interviews connected to Orson Welles, I think he carries some guilt. He was a creative genius, but it was so difficult. I think it was so difficult mainly because the things that we know that are connected to Rita Hayworth. She was a Libra, but she was really, really, she wasn't happy, next to this guy, because this guy was married to movies, basically. And well, I just love this quote: "Your future is all used up," because she already knows that this guy is going to repeat time after time all the mistakes and all the things that because he doesn't want an answer. He just wants to mess with her. Just go home. Yeah. Her looks, well, Marlene Dietrich has one of the most amazing features ever. She has these really high cheekbones, and well, the things that made a fuss back in the day on the silver screen. Today you are sucking. People are sucking fat cheek fats, or whatever look like this or something like that. But this was her structure, her bone structure. It's marvelous. It's just amazing.
Why don't you go home? Why don't you go home?
And that's it. But I really love that sentence. Your future is all used up. She's just using In Touch of Evil. Even the title is really connected to Touch of Evil. So today we're talking about I'm not going to say the prejudiced perspective on which we build on what we imagine that is going to be a tarot reader, okay? Because these are all three women. I'm going to I'm doing spoilers, but we're talking about usually we imagine women that dress in a certain way, appear in a certain way, that are quite aloof or over exaggerated or over emotional, that are in some sort they are tricksters, and I think that sometimes it's really it's good. There are some things that I have a amazing sense of humor. I consider myself have a good sense of humor, but sometimes it does not help, mainly because sometimes there are people want to go for a reading and they think they are dealing with witchcraft or other stuff on the same line. So the next one is a pretty good representation of that. It is a scene from, I guess, What Men Want, with Erykah Badu. I just love her to death. She's an amazing musician. She's really, I think she's a mix of all things, just like Pisces women are. I'm a Pisces myself, and we can be really quite spiritual but confused at the same time. And she could be, I don't know, I think she could be a tarot reader herself. I never saw this clip, so I'm going to there's a friend of mine who sent me this, and it told me this was going to be for laughs. Okay, so I'm expecting something that's quite, quite triggering. Well, quite triggering wouldn't be the word, but I think I'm going to, because I really like Erykah. If she does something that's not, on the line, or, because it does not depend on her, it depends on the script writers and the creative people that are behind this production or whatever. I think this is from 2019. Let's see.
Our spiritual journey tonight will
Our spiritual journey tonight.
begin with the. Oh!
So she already started doing.
Nigga be trying to.
Okay.
Ain't your mama pretty? Got meatballs in a titty. Biatch!
Okay, she has her huge nails on. This is one of the trademarks that we most see on YouTube. I'm not saying anything or that implies you're not a good tarot reader, or that you give a huge amount of attention to your hands, because most of the time we are people are we are reading, and most people don't like to appear in front of a camera like this, so they only focus on the cards. And there's a culture, a culture associated with nails and reading tarot, I guess, because most of the tarot readers, from I think United States, you see a lot of huge nails and ASMR, connected to reading cards and this kind of sounds and stuff like that. Okay,
Trying to. Ain't your mama pretty?
could be relaxing. I don't think so.
Meatballs in a titty. Biatch!
Okay, she's presenting herself as a part of the One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Necks, I think. They are perceiving her as completely bonkers. Oh my god, I just love her eyes. She's really, she's a really soulful person. And I think it shows, from inside out. And even, oh my god, she's really expressive. Okay.
Please tap this card.
You.
Touch. I'm going to touch those
card.
cards, okay? Thank you.
Please tap these cards.
Okay. Let me see better this one.
Thank you.
The Village? Guess so. The Village. Okay. What's the cross one? Skip! Okay, I think she mixed tarot cards with something else that look like Uno cards or playing cards of some sorts. I don't know. Not the usual playing cards because you saw Skip. Okay, this is really funny.
Sissy had a
He
problem.
feels threatened by you.
A man tried doesn't.
There's also
Yeah,
a man who you
it's
have
usually,
an
well, I think
and his name begins with
the thing here is
W.
it's really it's not a good thing when you go to a tarot reader and you don't ask a particular specific question. there's one thing that you can do is that I want to know what's going to happen, or what are the energies for this week, or what are the energies for a month or a year. But even in a year, and because the thing that we are offering with the tarot reading is a picture, a picture of this energy in time. It's a frame, because energy is, it's mutable, it's always changing. So when you just like this woman go into a tarot reading night, I don't know what this is. It looks like um this looks like a bachelor's party of some sort. And when you do this and you let someone read you tarot, it's, for me, it's uncomfortable seeing this, because it makes the person, the client, feel really vulnerable without knowing what's going on in their head. Because I think perhaps it is what most people feel. You have some readers, or perhaps people back in the day, done this whole performance, well, I'm seeing things that you aren't, or something like that. And this is quite funny, because I know some tarot readers that are amazing performers. We are channeling messages, of course, but there it has to be a balance between the energy that you are feeling, and the way that you are communicating with the person that's across the table. This is one of the most important things, is being able to connect with the other. Okay,
You heard me.
and not making feel anyone uncomfortable, even if you read something quite discomfortable, just like uncomfortable, just like a nine of swords. You're just not going to drop the bomb, just like, well, you're anxious, depressive. No, this is not kind. Okay, it's the way that you convey the information. So tell me what's happening. What is the reason? Because I'm seeing here a little bit of anxiety, or what has been bothering you lately, because that information, this person, she or he, already knows that they are feeling in a certain way. Okay, so you're not going to assume anything. The other thing is that when you are reading, you have to be careful with your words, because your energy will influence the other person. Okay, this is really important.
Talking to my girlfriends.
There's a man there who does not want you to succeed. He feels threatened by you.
Okay, there's another
a
thing
man tried
that I
to-
find quite
There's also a
interesting.
man
I'm
who
all
you
for saying things how they are, okay, but using using words in a tactful manner. It's just like, well, something bad is going to happen, or no, it's not like that as well. I'm seeing here that you should not, invest energy in this situation, because this is not going to be, it's not going to evolve. Or, there are people who really prefer this type of connection. They both having this kind of conversation. I think this is better when you already have a connection with the person that reads you tarot. That's going to be point blank into your face and saying, well, this is not flying. Okay, you're doing this shit again, or you're falling into the trap of the same kind of energy. Or if she sees, or if you see something that's really really dangerous, you have to say it to the person, but you have to watch the way you say it. Okay, but if you have already a good relation with the person that reads you tarot, and you prefer this kind of delivering, be it. Okay, but mostly you have to be kind of the way that, because this person is sharing their story with you, they're sharing their energy with you. It's not you putting yourself on a pedestal and saying, well, I know your life, by heart. I'm doing this display of ego, and just deal with it because I don't care. You pay me for this. Okay. So people usually, I've seen so many people doing this kind of performance, and it's not good, because what the result is, people are getting damaged by tarot readings. They get anxious, they get really fearful of, well, if I've done this once and they were really mean to me, or they told me that this was going to happen, and it happened, and it was horrible, and I got even worse and even more anxious about my future. So this is not the way. Okay, it's not the way.
What about you?
A man try a dozen.
There's also a man who you will have a relationship with. And his name begins with W. Will?
Oh, how did you know that? The fuck did you know that?
This is so funny. Well, how the fuck did you know that? Oh God, this is really funny, because she was saying a couple of general information. There are men who are frightened by you. You have problems at work. Well, usually these people, almost every woman nowadays, and almost everyone has everyone has problems. Okay, but this one, Erykah is getting really insightful, and she's getting on point to have a reaction from the consultant.
Were you spying on me at the Highlands camp last night?
Mom, I don't even know who you are. Plus, I'm 19 years sober. If you don't count the weed and the peyote.
What?
Okay.
I'm 19 years sober. Are you kidding me? This is messing with us. You already know that we are performers and usually alcoholics, and we look like Erykah, Badu, or Marlene, Dietrich. You take your pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the peyote. Oh, what?
Have some tea.
Oh, I don't really like tea.
No, have some.
Just kidding.
What's that smell?
I don't think she was kidding.
Guru plant is an extract from Peote, and I can read you.
Okay. Come again.
Goddamn shit.
Fuck. What? Come again.
Okay. Crack. Sober. If you don't count the weed and the peyote. Okay. Crack. I was just kidding. Fuck the goddamn shit. You want to know how to connect with men, right? Well, I can help you open your inner portal. Yeah. So
Okay, she's selling already. She's selling some other stuff that are not connected to the reading at all.
Oh, that's the Guru plant. It's an extract from Peote, and I can read you.
Okay, this is a potion of some
Take
sort.
a sip. Go on, take a sip. Relax. Oh, yes. Now. Get it down. Sip it. Oh, travel within. Feel yourself. Feel it. Relax. You are yin and you are yang.
Okay, she's tripping now.
And female.
Okay.
Oh, feel it all inside.
Wow.
Let it work your insides.
I'm under Erykah's spell already.
Oh, yeah.
She's amazing. Really expressive.
You, yeah. Journey within. Hear your inner voice.
Whoa. Okay. So this was the end of the clip. Was quite really. I was not expecting this. So this is full moon. This is what they are showing us, and she gave us some potion or something like that, and this kind of this tarot, the card for me is it's It's something else. I'm going to start using cards as oracles, because I think, my friend, she sent me that because of the cards. I'm pretty damn sure, because I played that with my kid, since she was 3 or 4 years old, and and I really enjoy playing cards, all types of poker and crapo and solitaire, every single, I really enjoy playing cards. So the next one, we're going to see a clip from a movie that I saw, so long ago. I reached out and I decided to put tarot reader James Bond, because I can recall when I was a kid that, there was something with a tarot reader, but I cannot recall it. I was a kid and then I learned tarot, and now I want to see this in recording in front of you guys and see what's my reaction. So let's get into it. So I have Roger Moore was my favorite.
Red queen on the red king. Miss.
Solitaire.
Okay,
My name
chess
is Bob.
references.
Solitaire.
Solitaire.
James Bond.
I know who you
What
are.
does he say? Just a second.
What you are.
But
and
I
why
really
you
love
come.
Roger Moore a lot.
You
I
have made a
really,
mistake.
I think it was one of the
Not
best, if
succeed.
not the best, 007.
Rather a sweeping statement, considering we've never met.
Cards have followed you forward.
Black queen on the red
Who
king.
you are.
Mm.
What you are. And why
Black
you
King
come.
on the no. Como é que?
You have made
What
a
is
mistake.
this? I was starting speaking
Will not
in
succeed.
Portuguese. Sorry.
Black queen on the red king.
Black Queen on the Red King,
I
of
know who
course.
you are.
So he must
What
be,
you
because they
are
are
and why
not
you
showing
come.
here at last.
You have made a
At least
mistake.
right now they're not showing
Will
here.
not succeed.
So it must be the King of
Rather a
Cups
sweeping
or
statement, considering we've
Pentacles,
never met.
and it must be
Cards
the
have followed you
Queen of Wands
Right,
or
baby. You yell out to
Swords.
me. You
Mm,
hear?
interesting enough. Well, it's
Beyond.
almost like saying, well, if it's cups, I'm in love, darling.
Fascinating.
Isn't it?
Miss.
Miss.
Solitaire.
And she's a brunette and he's blonde,
My name
so...
is Bob.
Hmm.
James Bond.
I know who you are. What you are and why you come.
Love the
You have
makeup.
made a mistake.
The 60s makeup.
You will not succeed.
Rather a sweeping statement, considering we've never met.
Cards have followed you forward.
So you get ripped off. That's right, baby. You yell out to me. You hear?
Is he on?
Is young.
Well, that's you, quite obviously. An amazing resemblance.
Okay. Amazing resemblance. Yes, indeed. What is this tarot deck? It's just beautiful. This tarot deck is amazing. Perhaps it was done, it was created on purpose for this movie. I don't know. Perhaps it was created for 007. But yes, at least they are comparing her to the high priestess. So the person that wrote the script knows exactly the person that that is reading usually is connected to the figure of the major arcana, the high priestess, and it's a brunette. She's a brunette in the card, just like her.
Tell me, am I in there as well?
Pick a card.
Pick a card.
Pick a card. The way they,
Bend it over.
pick a
Bend it
card.
over.
Ooh, they are the full. Well,
You have found yourself.
Jesus. Oh my God. This is so funny. We're under the sun in Aquarius. We've been talking about, Fool and the Star, because this is, the major arcana, who is mostly connected to the Aquarius energy. And we have the guy who's not sure is going to jump from the abyss, the adventurer, the lunatic, and the courageous and the brave one as well is connected to, a kid or someone really innocent, but that wants to take a chance. That's the fool. Little 007 is the fool. I would see him as a king of swords or a king of wands if I had to choose for 007. Yeah, his desire, containing his desire. Yeah, the king of wands. So many Bond girls, aren't they? King of wands.
Found yourself.
Is this the stupid mother that tears you uptown?
There seems to be some mistake.
My name is Exes for Tombstones, baby. You all take this honky out and waste him, now. Take this honky out and waste him, now.
This must be from the 70s.
Waste it.
These guys.
Is that a good thing?
Meeting is
Waste
over.
it.
Nothing
Is
about
that a
my
good
future.
thing?
Meeting is over.
Nothing about my future?
Meeting is over. The future?
Us?
Where's the
Us?
car? Us?
Now, promise you'll stay right.
The lovers. Well, usually people connect the lovers to people in love. It could be a relationship, but usually it's a choice. Okay, guys? Well,
Promise you'll stay right. I shan't be long.
Now, promise you'll stay right. I shan't be long.
well, she's... Okay, she has been mind-fucked, I think. Chariot, the
down
Fool,
those
and
cards.
the High Priestess. So the Chariot moving forward, the Fool
It is a blasphemy.
taking a risk, and then the
tell
High
nothing to those
Priestess
who cannot
following your intuition.
Sure.
Those cards.
That's a bit of luck.
Oh, okay,
Both
this
of-
is
both of us.
cutting to another scene.
The cards say we will.
She looks the
It is
High Priestess in
blasphemy.
here. It's a blasphemy.
Tell nothing to those who cannot see.
Mistaken.
They tell nothing to those who
impossible,
cannot
forbidden.
see. This is amazing because it's it's very on point, because if you're throwing tarot cards and you don't know the meaning of things, or you don't even want to explore your own intuition, they're not going to do anything for you, perhaps against you, because you're going to feel drained by some sort of energy. If it for an instance, if you have a card that's quite aggressive in like this, connected to poverty, you can feel haunted by a card that you do not understand its meaning. So when you decide to learn tarot, you have to do it properly. Okay, find your own meaning to the cards, but learn the basics. Okay.
That's a bit of luck. Good luck for both of us. The cards say we will be lovers.
You're mistaken. It's impossible, forbidden for me. Now you must go.
But you do believe. I mean, really believe in the cards.
Acreditas mesmo nas cartas?
They've never lied to me.
Ai, nunca mentiram.
Then they
Ok.
won't know.
Então não iriam mentir agora. Ele tem um truque qualquer na manga.
Pick one.
I was talking in Portuguese, right? Well, it has some trick up his sleeve. It has some trick up his sleeve. The lovers again. Well, okay. Okay, I think I already know what happened before ending the scene. I think they're all lovers cards, perhaps in the deck. And yeah, he tricked her. So we have, before this ends, for wrapping all this reaction, we have the femme fatale with Marlene Dietrich, we have the trickster, and we have the innocent high priestess that is completely connected to the divine, that she cannot, connect sexually or physically or emotionally with a man. So I think this is kind of reflects mostly the dilemma between the Madonna horror that we usually see that we usually assist, in our society. Women cannot only be one thing. I think it is changing right now, and thanks to the universe is changing. But even the roles that we see here and that symbolize the reader, are so, they are completely biased, but they are so funny because when we have stereotypes, they are not wrong, but they are incomplete. So we have the first one, that she's super ethical and super practical. She's not going to read tarot to a drunken man, and because she already know he's going to repeat what he's already doing in his lifetime, it wouldn't help him at all. The second one is a really insightful woman, but Erykah Badu is portrayed as completely bonkers and mentally unstable, and she's even using Uno as an oracle. Well, it cannot be do any harms. Most of things are oracles, but connecting tarot and oracles at the same time is like just playing a little bit with the notion of what are the oracles, what is an oracle. And the last one is a very kind of portrayed as innocent and sweet girl, as a high priestess, a reader, a tarot reader, that has built a fortress, a spiritual fortress around her, and is tricked by her own medicine. So and this is really, really funny. I think that's it. Let's see what happens.
You knew the answer before it was given.
Well, she would be the high priestess, and he would be the king of wands in this one, on this particular part. So he's still holding the cards on his left hand. Amazing detail, because yeah. Well, I love movies, haven't I told you this? I'm not continuing this. This was too funny. So yeah, that's it. So you have in here what I tried to show you guys. Absolutely. Because the second one I didn't haven't seen that before starting this recording. But it was so funny because I was questioning a friend of mine if she knew from a series or TV show something was really funny but insightful at the same time, and she sent me Erykah Badu, so it was perfect. So we have the femme fatale, mysterious reader, we have the bonkers reader, and we have the seductive yet mystic, innocent high priestess. That's it. It's so funny, this one. It was really funny. So the next one I'm going to react to perhaps another kind of context in tarot, or astrology or numerology, or any other thing that I think that is interesting and connected to divinatory arts. So I hope you enjoy it. Many kisses to you guys, and have a nice week. Over and out.